Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Hesler. I'm honored today to be the first speaker, and I will use this opportunity to introduce you with the topic and thematic of today's Business Tuesday. My following presentation shall provide you with some elementary knowledge and solve concerns about online applications. Furthermore, I will prepare you with some technology terms of today's later presentations. What are online applications? I want to describe online applications like a kind of new age movement in relation to software. Online applications are the move from rich client applications, which is the kind of software we all know and use every day in our life. To name a few attributes, rich client applications require a local installation, extensive hardware, updates and security plans. They are rich because they provide the user with extensive sets of data or interactive user interfaces to visualize complex processes within a software. And the move is going on to online applications. Applications provided through the internet. They just require an internet browser and an internet connection. And they can be rich too. So-called rich internet applications. A rich internet application is combining the just mentioned ID of an online application with an interactive user interface and collaboration features. With rich internet applications, you can visualize complex business processes throughout the browser without any other software or local hardware requirements. But this move even leads to a new way of software distribution, so-called software as a service. Software as a service describes a model to provide software through the internet by, for example, a monthly payment. You as a software customer can access this kind of software without any installation, completely specified for your needs and requirements. The next step in this direction is the so-called cloud computing. Cloud computing is getting the last year more and more popularity. What is the reason that all big software companies now adjusting their services and focus on cloud computing? Cloud computing is a result from that movement I described before. Because when you already use the online application, why not even to share and keep your data online in the internet, in the cloud? And for example, use disk space given by a hardware provider. What are the key benefits of online applications? I want to split that in two groups, for the industry and for the user. Let's focus first on the industry. Externalize IT infrastructure. By using a just explained cloud computing service, you can externalize your local IT infrastructure. Your local IT infrastructure and server hardware is provided completely by your hardware provider, which allows him to serve you completely oriented hardware depending on your demands. Get and pay what you really need. Mostly, when you need to set up some IT infrastructure for your local business, you will face the problem to renew it after 3 to 4 years. And within those 4 years, you need to calculate with administrative and support costs. Cloud service provider will provide you exactly with the resources you need. Increasing is just one phone call away. For example, you need more disk space. Call your provider, you will get more disk space in less than 10 minutes. With online applications, you can share information about business-related processes directly with your clients. This allows a completely new form of collaboration with your customers, clients, and improve both of your businesses. For the private user, the most interesting part is the independence. You can access your data from everywhere and from any device at any time. And even a step further, you can share your data with your friends. For example, share your documents, share images, share feelings. The best example and the most successful story we all know is, for that, Facebook. Any concerns so far? Well, you might have regarding the security and sustainability of online applications. Regarding sustainability, I want to mention short open source software. It's a software developed by a big community of developers all over the world. And the software usually is free available for any kind of usage. Open source software is widely used in online applications, mostly as framework, which means the open source part is used to build up a specific application by just adding the features you need. The benefits As it is used by a lot of people, it's bug-free, improved, and optimized by new standards. The sustainability is guaranteed by the wide usage of people. Online application security. I want to first mention data security. As your data is now managed by your provider, he can even generate for you automatically backups, for example. As the provider is offering a hosting service, he can set up a much more extensive data center with high security and technology standards than you will be able to set up locally in your premises. This is good for you and for him. Regarding security, in the field of web applications, there is a different security approach than we all know with login and password. I want to mention here so-called digital certificates. For the usage of for example, rich internet applications, you don't need to know a password to use it. The authentication is done from two sides. First, the server knows by a certificate from you how to identify you, and you have a certificate from the server and then identify him. This certificate don't even need to be on your local computer. You can make usage of so-called third keys, which is a simple USB stick we all know as a memory device. And the owner of that stick with the certificate on it is allowed to use the online application from any place where you can access it. You just need a browser and internet connection. I'd like to describe short two possible scenarios how and why to invest in online application projects. The first example will be in a software as a service project. As a software as a service application is mostly offered for a specific group of people, the return is increasing by each new single user. Customized software solutions usually support a long-term relationship between the software customer and the producer, which is a benefit for both and as well guarantees a sustainable solution. Software as a service solutions usually require a higher investment in the beginning phase until the first client is able to use the service. The alternative are free online services. A free online service application is usually just providing a simple task and combining that with the new mentioned features like cloud computing. I want to make an example, an online task list, where you can organize your tasks and share them with friends. This kind of software usually requires a lower investment in the beginning phase because the offered service is narrowed down to a simple feature and developed mostly based on open source software. The return on investment curve is quite different compared to software as a service project. Generally, the income is generated by advertising on the page itself where you offer your service and increasing by a bigger number of users. As well, the free online service requires to follow new technologies to all the time attract new users and be competitive against other services. Another possible solution I want to mention short is a kind of combination of both, as well called value-added services. A value-added service means you offer a free online service and add some special features which are paid. Related to the example I made before with my online task list, for example, you offer the service to print your list, which will be paid future. I hope I could provide a picture about online applications and their future importance. We should use this chance and jump on the train of online application and the movement now. At the end of my presentation, I want to thank you to the Innovation Center for providing us with that opportunity today, and special to Sasha Detic for organizing this event. Thank you.